Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a quick talking head video where I talk about the things to do and things not to do when you start going out to the gym. So let's get on with this video. Number one thing that I believe most people need to get down is that they're eating what they like to eat. And that doesn't mean don't eat healthy. It means make sure you're finding healthy foods that you enjoy, or at least foods that give you enough protein after the gym to recover from that you enjoy. For example, when I started working out, I used to eat a lot of chicken breast, which honestly got real boring for me really quickly. And so what I started doing actually was just eating things like ribs and like relatively lean steak and like a lot of other stuff that I just actually enjoy. Wings instead of breast, thigh meat was way better. A lot of this stuff is kind of important because consistency is the number one biggest thing. Make sure you're consistent with everything. And that doesn't mean you have to go to the gym, every week. Like if you miss a couple weeks, that's fine. Consistency actually just means you are bouncing back and you are going back to the gym for more later on, as opposed to just sort of going for a month and then never doing it ever again. It means, for that year, yeah, if you went there for, it was a bit patchy or whatever, there was like a month you didn't really go and 2 weeks there, that doesn't really matter because you went throughout the entire year and you carried on going, and into the next year you're going to carry on doing it. Just make sure it's consistent. Tip number 3 is make sure you do everything in proper form. This is all sounding pretty basic, but to be honest, some people actually really need to know. Don't go for the high weights. I went for the high weights on a deadlift, and by the way, by high weight, I mean like I did like 100 kilograms when I started doing deadlift, which isn't that high at all. And I actually hurt my back. And now, because of that, my bench press, you get this, guys, my bench press right now is 135 kilos, is my 1 rep max. Yet my deadlift is actually only 180, 185 right now. So it's disproportionate. A lot of people have deadlifts that are double their benches, and there's people who can bench less than me, but yet they can deadlift 220 and 230 and so on. So, and that was all because I basically decided to be a jackass and lift way more than I clearly could. It's not degrading to go on a low weight. It doesn't take long for you to jump from the low weight to the middle weight. Just start at the low weight and you'll get to the middle weight before you even know it. It's not even that bad. And then from then on, obviously, you can go into the high weights, and it is what it is. It's history at that point. Fourth tip: make sure to not be afraid of getting advice from other people in the gym. I realize that there's a lot of people out there who think that the gym is a scary place full of people who are really mean, and that for some reason everybody believes that there's some like massive gym culture where everybody's like terrible to everybody and like everybody's making fun of each other. Every single person I've ever met in the gym is so nice. But like, if you ever want to ask anybody for help, like you go, yo, how is my form looking? Or yo, could you help me out with this? Like, I need to make sure I have a spot. Provided you use the magic word yo at the beginning. That's very important in gym culture. But in reality, like, just go out there and ask people for help if you really need it, dude. Especially with things like form, with the last tip, like make sure you have someone watching you, because then what's the point? Like, it's how are you meant to know if you're doing things correctly if you've got no one else watching you? Another really big tip I would actually give to a lot of people is stay away from videos that focus on natty or not content. People like Greg Doucette, More Plates, More Dates, they have a lot of good content, but I think this natty or not dilemma is really terrible for people who are starting to work out, because basically you're getting yourself into this mindset of thinking about whether people are natural or not and focusing on others as opposed to yourself. When you're going to the gym, make sure that your main focus is how much you're improving and how well you're doing and the way that you're doing things. It's very easy to get caught up in this sort of comparison between these people who look superhuman, and then you realize, oh wow, they're probably not natural, and get discouraged by it. Guys, trust me, there are some amazing looking physiques. I mean, Vituvian physique, for example, who only recently even went into something that's considered natural but performance enhancing. Before that, he did literally nothing apart from creatine. Like, this guy is great. And guys, that's achievable. He even admitted he doesn't have the greatest genetics in the world. Don't focus on like the content out there that really puts people down from working out. Just focus on yourself, do the best that you possibly can. And I mean, honestly, that's all I can really give you guys advice on. Like, just make sure you go to the gym, you eat well, you do the gym properly, and then, like, I don't know, you make sure that you're not discouraged from going to the gym, which helps with consistency. Beyond that, guys, it's really simple stuff, and I don't know why we have a million videos on working out apart from, like, content on, you know, bloody how to make sure that your deadlift looks good and how to do the proper form on these certain exercises. Like, guys, honestly, just stick to it, do it, trust me, it'll be worth it by the end of it. And like, even coming from someone who's really not that big, I look way better now working out than I did before, and I'm definitely more athletic and I feel better. Like, just fucking stick to it, guys. On that note, I think I'm just going to end the video here. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure to give it a like and a comment, and I'll make sure to see you guys in the next video.